Hello and welcome back to the Not So Weekly news from RC Model Reviews, and I'm a bit uncomfortable today because I've just got out of hospital, had some surgery, old man's disease, a couple of hernias. Oh man, I tell you. And so they've shoved a piece of shower curtain in my guts and it's not very comfortable, but hey, the reviews must go on and so must the Not So Weekly news. And while I've been away, look, the products have just piled up here. I've got stacks and stacks of stuff that I'm going to have to review. And hey, here's a little bit of a heads up. Look at this. This came via Malaysia Post from Hobby King. Really? What did they do to this box? I mean, honestly, can you believe it? It's the cheapest, one of the cheapest shipping options, but I don't think I'll use it again. Now, I don't think anything there is going to be broken, although it was a bit gaping open, as you can see, when I got it. So, just not worth sending it back though, is it? Just have to see. Hopefully I can take the hit if there's stuff missing. But, oh, God, Hobby King, you know, it's not your fault, but really? Malaysia Post? Come on, what happened to Hong Kong Post? If you're not shipping lipos and you're not shipping other prohibited goods, then surely Hong Kong Post would work. I've never had a package this badly bunged up by Hong Kong Post before. And I've got some other stuff here. This arrived. This is exciting stuff, This is a whole lot of stuff from FrSky. New stuff from FrSky. We've got the LR9. That's the new long-range receiver that everyone's been waiting for. Twice the range of your regular 2.4 receiver. Now, given that my experience with the FrSky receivers is that you can get 2.5, 3K out of them, this could go 5K. That's 3 miles. That's a long, long way. So if you're into a little bit of longer range FPV, but you don't want to go into UHF or anything, and you want to use, you know, perhaps using 5.8 gigahertz video, then this might just be the thing. Now, it doesn't have telemetry, okay? Not telemetry, but let's face it, if you're going to be doing, you know, medium range FPV, you're probably going to have OSD, which will give you the telemetry information you need. So I wouldn't be too worried about that. And in here, see what it says on that box? Servo, because these are some new servos from FrSky. And they look very exciting. They're PPM or CCPM or S-Bus. Ooh, and I'm very keen to have a look at those. Now, also, they sent me some of their new Smartbus sensors. And so, oops, I hope they survived the landing. So we've got the Vario, which I've already got one of there. And we've got the amp or the current sensor, the voltage sensor, and the GPS sensor. All good. Put those through their paces, see how they work. Really looking forward to that. What else did I get? Oh yeah, in here, I think, is the new competitor to the Mobius. An option to the Mobius, another high definition recording camera. And I have seen these elsewhere on the net. The reason I knew, they said, do you want to have a look at one? I said, yeah, send me one. So they sent me one. So again, I'll be putting this up very shortly. I'll do some side by side. We'll put the Mobius and this on the same plane. We'll fly it and see how they work. From what I've seen so far, they look pretty damn good. But, you know, don't know till you test it. So there you go. A couple of other things that I might mention while we're having a weekly news session is, this is Barry's Hobby King 250 mini quad. And look, these, what are the Multistar motors? Honestly, they're crap. Really, honestly, they're crap. They have a tiny little 2mm, looks like a 2mm shaft, maybe 2.5 mils, and it's been over hardened. They haven't tempered it properly after they've hardened it, so it's very brittle. And Barry was flying this, just bumped into a wall, bing, there goes the motor. So, and of course, you can't get the remnants of the motor shaft out of there because it's a blind top, so there's no way you're going to get that out. The motor, she's kaput. So yeah, I really would recommend if you're going to build a 250 mini quad, perhaps buying the ready to or almost ready to go kit is not the best option, because at the moment, I think he hasn't flown it much and he hasn't had that many bad landings, but we've got one motor that spins freely, one that spins freely. Oh, well, that's the one without the shaft, but this one, it also doesn't spin anywhere near as freely as the others, and I feel perhaps it's that shaft maybe has got a little bit of a pre-fracture crisis going on there. So yeah, they're cheap. That's it, they're cheap. The motors are cheap. Wouldn't touch these little Multistar motors. No, I'm going to throw them out as soon as I can get some other motors like some Sunny Skies, which are also about the same price, to be honest, if you get the right place. As soon as I find some other alternative motors, I'll swap all these out and we'll give Barry a multi-rotor that actually flies reasonably well. On my own 250 Hobby King, whoops, here it is. Oh, so much rubbish on the bench here. I have to tidy up the bench soon. It's going to have to happen. On my own one, ta-da, I'll just fly these motors until they break and then I'll put some decent ones on. So yeah, bit of a shame that Hobby King, the bigger Multistars actually seem to work really well. Got some of the big pancake ones on Gordon's quad, and they work really well. These little ones, too flimsy, too weak. If you're going to be, I mean, these things are designed to be thrown around and hurled at the trees and things. They just don't survive with those crap-ass motors on them. So there you go. Now, obviously, I'm still in recuperation mode. I'm trying to get back on deck as quickly as I can. It's taking longer than I wanted, and so don't expect too much from me in the next week or so, but I will try and get some videos out, and including some of these new reviews, or at least a first look at some of the stuff. So there you go, just keeping you informed. I will go now and find my nurse and the intravenous drip and all that sort of stuff that I don't really need. Anyway, thanks for watching. Questions, comments, put them on the bottom. I'll do my best to address them. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up so other people will find it. And now, of course, it's back to the hospital bench.